because this would be Ernie Randle number 9. But actually, Ernie Randle's not going to be in this one. But I'm just showing you a lesson I learned from Ernie. So I'm on this job, and we're putting in some base lift on some streets. So the asphalt we're putting in is pretty thick. It's a bottom lift. And Ernie's not with me, and I think that this might have been the time when maybe his ribs were broke, or maybe he was stabbed, or one of the many things where he was missing in action. But we backed up, and I got a load in the paver, and we started to pave, and all of a sudden, the left auger stopped turning, and it's like, wow, what happened, And what happened was the auger chain broke. And I asked this paver operator, who is extremely experienced, I've been around for a long time. I said, how often does an auger chain break? And he says it's the first time in his life, first time in his career that one ever broke. So, okay, we got a problem. The problem is you got asphalt in the paver. It only run out of one side. The other side doesn't turn. I mean, you can get in there, you can shovel the stuff over to the other side, but you still can't pave with it. You can't pave with it. And we got trucks, we got everything there. What are we going to do? I could stop, I could put things on hold. I could do a number of things, but we can't use that paver. And to save the day, I got to get rid of all the material in these trucks that are on the job and on the way to the job, even with shutting it down, okay? So, what do? I remember what Ernie taught me. You got a hammer and go look for a piece of equipment. So anyway, I noticed that there was an angle dozer, a different company's machine, but it was on the same construction site. And I know that if I get that angle dozer, I can dump those trucks and just plow it down, and it's just base lift, and I can touch it up with a paver when we get a new one, get the thing fixed. So I go over to that angle dozer, and I remember exactly what Ernie taught me. And I got that lock position just right. Bam! Hit it, the lock popped open. And I was able to take that angle dozer and plow in all the stuff, for all the material that we had there, and kind of save the day, okay? And then, I took that angle dozer back to where it was, cleaned it up as best I could, but there's going to be some asphalt crumbs someday. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to be a forensic scientist to figure out that we took it. Especially if the lock's beat off and you got asphalt on it, right? You're going to be guilty, right? So the next day comes, and we back up there again to try to do it, and bam! The right auger chain broke. Now, the thing of it is, the left one broke. Never before has it happened in this guy's career. Never. In all honesty, in my entire career, that's the only time that an auger chain ever broke. So I broke 2 in 2 days. One on the left side, then the next day, the one on the right side. And that's the only time it's ever happened. But, I had a plan B. I got the angle dozer right over there, right? Because it was still there. So I go over and bam, I hit the lock. They had replaced the lock. I hit the lock, bam, opened it up. I took it and did the same thing. I plowed it all in, saved the day. So the next day, the paver's all repaired again. Everything's working fine. Everything's good. But the construction superintendent for that other company, I see him pull up. And I'm thinking, oh, he knows I took it. I mean, because there's asphalt on it. It broke the lock twice. It's like, I don't know what he's going to do. I'm thinking that he may come up and just actually sucker punch me. I'm kind of bracing myself, thinking that this situation could get pretty tense. And the guy walks up to me and he hands me a key. He says, I don't know. He says, I don't know why. If you want to use my equipment, I don't care. He says, but I don't know why you just didn't ask me for a key. I don't know why you're beating the locks off my equipment. He says, here's the key. If you need it, just use the key. Don't beat my locks off. And he walked away. And I'm thinking, Jesus, I never thought of asking the guy. I never thought of asking for the key for his equipment. And what happens is this, just so you understand equipment keys. Like when I was working for Gallagher Asphalt, they had like a 2402 key and they had a 2396 key. So all of their equipment was keyed. So you got 40 pieces of equipment, you got 100 guys working, you only need one key, like a 2402 key. So that one number key opened up every single lock. So when the guy gave me his key, he gave me his key to all of his equipment, which was pretty nice of him, right? He didn't say anything. So again, I was lucky. So, and I learned that from Ernie. Never would have learned that from Ernie. Well, two things. Even the idea or the guts, the audacity, go over and take a piece of equipment, but also the technique, bam, how to hit that lock and pop it.